Hello, my name is Brooke Scopel, and the paranormal is a mystery, and most people are drawn to that mystery. Today, I caught up with a few West Liberty students to see if they believe in the paranormal. Paranormal events are alleged phenomena described in popular culture, folk, and other non-scientific bodies of knowledge, whose experience within these contexts is described as being beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. In short, it's impossible to explain by known natural forces. Let's meet up with our first student, Quentin Santos Rodriguez. Do you believe in the paranormal? Scale of 1 to 10, and why?
9, because weird shit happens you can't explain, and sometimes there is no logical explanation and there is no scientific explanation.
Have you had any paranormal experiences? If so, what happened?
Yes, all the time, 24/7. They happen all the time. There isn't one specific incident.
Do you think West Liberty is haunted?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, have you seen the theater? It's a little spooky. I mean, the church isn't. It's also spooky, but like, I don't know. It just gives off a different vibe at different times in the day. Like at night, the theater is like super creepy, and there's a ghost light in there for a reason. And then the church, religious places always have the most ghosts.
Do you want to visit any particular place?
Yes, there's this island in Italy that they threw all of their dead people on when the Black Plague hit. And I really want to visit it because it was said to be one of the most haunted locations in the world. That island specifically, because they didn't get rid of all the dead bodies there. They just kind of buried them under the sand so that, the Black Plague wouldn't escape.
Do you have any favorite paranormal/supernatural thing?
Well, like, animal spirits are a little different than people spirits. And animal spirits they're kind of just everywhere.
Now, we're going to catch up with our second student, Brooke Anderson.
Probably a 3 because I've never personally dealt with it or looked into it or been affected by it.
Do you think there is a possibility, or do you think it's 100% fake?
I think there's a possibility. I'll leave the possibility open because I've never looked into it or studied it to have a direct yes or no.
And the last person we interviewed was Callian Byard.
I'd say a 7 or an 8. I don't have any experiences of my own. I have heard stories, actual eyewitness accounts. Ghost in the theater. Some people call her Helen, after Helen Kelly, who the theater's named after. Some people call her Lillian because we did have one student who did in-depth research about this ghost of a lady in white, and they've linked her to being the ghost of a past professor or somebody who used to live in the town who went missing. So I've heard those eyewitness accounts about it. My ex-girlfriend saw the ghost once and called me freaking out about it. So that was enough for me to be okay, maybe there's something here. Yeah. I mean, I think most places are haunted, but West Liberty has been around since before West Virginia was a state even, so I think it would be foolish to think that it wasn't haunted. No. I mean, I guess it is because I don't want to, but it's not listening to what horror movies have taught me. Don't go there. Don't open the door. I think that cryptids are really cool, like Mothman, for example. Because I also like the idea that there are some paranormal things that aren't evil necessarily. And I feel like there are some ideas that people have about Mothman that maybe he's there to warn people about bad things that are to come, rather than to be the bringer of those bad things.
Thank you for joining me at West Liberty University to see what our students here thought about the paranormal. I'm your host, Brooke Scopel, and I'll see you next time.